Hey guys, we're out here walking. Say hi. It's super hot, but we're still out here. Alright guys, hopefully you can hear me. So on the topic of PTSD and being in a relationship with somebody who has PTSD. I guess one of the things that people in relationships might find difficult is having just that, like a sustainable long-term relationship with somebody. And in my experience, it wasn't easy at first, right? He was mean, and I just didn't understand. I had never been with somebody who was dealing with PTSD, and after time, he started opening up, and that's the big part. You can't force veterans or people suffering trauma to open up. You have to earn their trust. So it's definitely gotten a lot better. The important thing is communication. I mean, that's a given in any relationship, but especially when somebody is upset. For example, if Eli's dealing with something, I know it comes from a place of anger and issues that he's dealing with, but I try not to take it personally. And another thing is to have infinite patience, lots of patience. I guess what helps is I'm a teacher, so I don't take things personally. Just gotta honk. I try not to take things personally. Obviously, I do get hurt. I am human. I'm not a robot. But
I mean, you're saying hurt like.
Yeah, I don't mean it like that.
Like meanings, like feelings, not physically.
Yeah, no. This guy's the nicest guy you'll ever meet. He has the biggest heart. He's the best.
Stop.
He's the best partner I've ever had.
Don't hit your women or I'll punch you.
Yeah, we don't. Women should not hit their partners either. It goes both ways. Right?
Amber turd.
You don't want any amber turds here. No. But he's got the biggest heart, and that's why I love him. He's always giving. He gives to a fault, to the point where he won't have anything left for himself. And that's one of his biggest faults. But he is one of the nicest persons. He'll help anybody put his issues aside and help those. So that's what I see in him. I love him. And that's what keeps our relationship going. And that's why I came on these walks with him. At first he thought I didn't care.
Yeah.
He goes, I just thought you didn't give a shit about PTSD. I'm like, are you kidding me?
I didn't say it like that. I said I thought you didn't care about it.
It's so many words.
I just didn't think you cared about, my walks.
He thought I didn't care about his walks, which...
But then you told me that I guess that you started understanding that I would go on these to reflect on stuff that I needed to sort out in my head. And doing that for my buddies that came back and killed themselves afterwards. After dealing with all the bullshit over there, coming back and then dealing with ourselves and then just quitting, I've been there before several times.
And a lot of people are just like, why do you go walk during the middle of the day? And like, you put it in terms like, we do it because we got brothers and in arms brothers and sisters in arms who are out there in the deserts, y'all don't know how that feels like. Most people don't, and they don't really take the time to understand that.
Yeah, not only that, like you have all your gear on, all your uniforms, your fatigues, and body armor, like ammo, like that's heavy in the sun, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm doing this relaxed, like without shorts and a torn up shirt. But over there, you don't have a choice, and we do this during the day to reflect on, on our brothers and sisters out there that, they don't have that choice like we do.
Another honk.
And yeah, that's it. That's the reason why we do it during the day. Because I've had people tell me, "Oh, you're crazy. Why do you do it over during the day?" And right when it's like the sun's out, it's 12 o'clock. It's like 12ish right now, almost 1 o'clock. And they tell me like, "Hey, you're crazy. Why do you do this?" And blah, blah, blah.
We are crazy.
Yeah.
In a good way.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's something that a lot of people, especially in the valley, who are kind of closed-minded. Yes, it's hot. We can bitch and complain about the heat, but you're in your homes. We got people out there, veterans, soldiers who are still out in the field with a lot more gear than us. This is nothing. So that's why we do it.
Like we have homeless veterans that
exactly
are out in the streets in this heat without anything. So it's like, I think we just take advantage of, we need to start taking advantage of the time that we have with the people that we have it with. Because I think sometimes we take things for granted and people for granted. Where we just think it's trivial just to say hi and bye, instead of spending some time with that person or reaching out to that one person you haven't heard from in a while. That could make the biggest difference right there.
Yeah, outreach. This pandemic, as firsthand I can say, has really messed up, especially our younger generation who don't know how to socially interact anymore. I think the mask really just took away all that interaction. Kids would put it on, people put it on, and they you literally are hiding behind a mask.
Yeah, it's like the same concept that you're behind a computer screen.
Yeah, exactly.
So you're hiding your identity.
And like keyboard warriors who hide behind a computer, it's easier to be an asshole that way. And I think with a mask, it's also easier to be mean to others. I see that all the time. Okay.